Last Tuesday, a 68-year-old patient walked into my office and said something that stopped me cold. Doctor, I just realized I've been reading the same paragraph for 10 minutes, and I still don't know what it says. She wasn't losing her mind. Her brain was just starving. You see, after 60, something shifts. Your brain's cleanup crew, the system that removes toxic waste while you sleep, slows down by 40%. At the same time, the tiny blood vessels feeding your eyes start delivering 15% less oxygen. But here's what most doctors won't tell you. These two problems shared the same root cause. And there's a specific type of food that targets both while you sleep. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and today I'm revealing 4 vegetables that science says can rewire this decline. But first, let me show you what's actually happening inside your brain right now. Vegetable number 1, broccoli, the detox activator. Let's start with the one vegetable most people push to the side of their plate, broccoli. But here's what makes broccoli special for aging brains and tired eyes. It contains a compound called sulforaphane. Now, I know that's a mouthful, but stick with me because this matters. Sulforaphane does something remarkable. It flips a switch inside your cells called the NRF2 pathway. Think of it like turning on your body's internal repair system. Once activated, this pathway triggers over 200 protective genes that defend your brain and eyes against inflammation and cellular damage. Why does this matter after 60? Because both your retina, the light-sensitive tissue at the back of your eye, and your hippocampus, the memory center of your brain, are extremely vulnerable to oxidative damage. As we age, our natural ability to fight off this damage weakens. Sulforaphane steps in like a nighttime repair crew. In a 2020 study published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience, elderly mice given sulforaphane showed significant improvements in memory and learning. Their brain cells had higher antioxidant levels and less inflammation. But there's more. Broccoli also contains lutein. Most people think lutein only helps vision, and it does. But a 2017 study from the University of Illinois found something fascinating. Older adults with higher lutein levels performed better on memory tests. Brain scans even showed stronger connections in areas linked to learning and focus. I had a patient named Harold, 74 years old. He started adding 1 cup of steamed broccoli to his dinner 5 nights a week. After 3 months, he told me he could finally read his morning newspaper without squinting, and he stopped forgetting his neighbors' names. Here's how to prepare it. Steam broccoli gently for 5 to 7 minutes, just enough to soften it, but not so much that it turns mushy. If you can, add a tiny pinch of mustard seed powder after cooking. This activates even more sulforaphane. Eat it with dinner about 4 to 5 hours before bed. Let it be your body's final gift before rest. While you sleep, it goes to work. Vegetable number 2, carrots, the vision memory bridge. Now let's talk about carrots. You probably heard as a kid, eat your carrots so you don't go blind. Turns out there's real science behind that, but it goes much deeper than most people realize. Carrots are packed with beta-carotene, that bright orange pigment. Your body converts it into vitamin A, which is essential for making rhodopsin, a light-sensitive protein in your retina that helps you see in dim light. Without enough vitamin A, your night vision fades, and it gets worse with age. But here's what's truly interesting. Vitamin A doesn't just support your eyes, it plays a direct role in protecting brain cells and improving communication between neurons. In aging adults, where brain signaling often slows and memory falters, vitamin A helps preserve what scientists call synaptic plasticity, your brain's ability to adapt and form new connections. A 2019 study in the journal Nutrients confirmed that older adults with higher beta-carotene levels scored better on memory tests, particularly in recall and processing speed. The researchers found that beta-carotene's antioxidant properties reduce damage from free radicals, which otherwise erode brain tissue over time. Carrots also contain luteolin, a lesser-known compound that calms inflammation in the hippocampus, your memory control center. In a 2010 study published in the Journal of Nutrition, mice fed a luteolin-rich diet showed a 24% reduction in brain inflammation and performed significantly better on memory tests. Another long-term study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2015 followed participants for 10 years. Those who regularly ate carotenoid-rich vegetables like carrots had a notably reduced risk of cognitive decline. So while your eyes benefit from improved night vision, your brain is being shielded from age-related decay. Carrots don't just help you see more clearly in the dark, they help you think more clearly through the fog of age. To get maximum benefit, eat your carrots slightly cooked, steamed, or roasted. Light cooking releases up to 3 times more beta carotene compared to raw. And here's a key tip: pair them with a small amount of healthy fat, like olive oil, to boost absorption significantly. I recommend roasting 3 to 4 medium carrots at 400 degrees for about 25 minutes with a teaspoon of olive oil. Enjoy them as a warm dinner side or even as a comforting snack before bed. This isn't just good for your eyes, it's an investment in your memory, and it costs about $1 to $2 per week. Vegetable number 3, beets, the circulation optimizer. Let's talk about beets. There's a reason Olympic athletes drink beet juice before competition, and it's not about the sugar, it's about oxygen. Beets are one of nature's richest sources of dietary nitrates. Now, don't confuse these with the preservatives in processed meat. These are natural compounds that your body converts into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is like a key that unlocks your blood vessels, widening them so more oxygen and nutrients can flow to your brain and eyes. Why does this matter at night? Because as we age, blood flow to the brain can decline by up to 15%. That drop doesn't just affect how alert you feel during the day. It impacts how your brain detoxifies, repairs, and regenerates while you sleep. The same applies to the tiny capillaries feeding your retina and optic nerve. Less oxygen means faster degeneration. Beets reverse that trend. In a 2017 study published in the Journals of Gerontology, older adults who drank beet juice before light exercise showed increased blood flow to the frontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making, attention, and working memory. MRI scans confirmed their brains responded more like those of younger adults. Another study from the University of Exeter in 2011 found that beetroot juice improved performance on memory-based tasks and reduced mental fatigue in older adults. The researchers credited enhanced oxygen delivery and improved metabolic efficiency in brain tissue. Beyond circulation, beets are also rich in betalains, potent antioxidants that protect nerve cells from damage. These compounds give beets their deep red color and their powerful impact on brain protection. One of my patients, Margaret, was 76 when she came to me. She'd been forgetting names, skipping words mid-sentence, and avoiding reading at night. I suggested half a cup of roasted beets with dinner 5 times a week. Within 6 weeks, she told me she finished her first book in over a year and could even remember the plot. To get the full benefit, lightly roast or steam your beets. Boiling reduces the active compounds. If you prefer juice, choose cold-pressed beet juice with no added sugar. Drink it in the early evening, about 2 to 3 hours before bed. That gives your body time to convert the nitrates and let the nitric oxide do its work while you sleep. One quick note: beets may turn your urine or stool reddish. That's completely harmless. And if you're on blood pressure medication, check with your doctor first, as beets can lower blood pressure naturally. Beets cost about $3 to $4 per week. They don't just boost your blood, they carry your memories and bring light to your night vision. Vegetable number 4, asparagus, the neural rebuilder. Now let's turn to asparagus. It doesn't have the bright color of carrots or the bold appearance of beets. But beneath its quiet green surface lies one of the most powerful nerve-repairing profiles in the plant world. Asparagus is rich in folate, also known as vitamin B9. Folate plays a central role in producing neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, chemicals that help your brain cells communicate. Without enough folate, your brain struggles to send clear signals. Over time, low folate levels are linked to memory loss, mood problems, and mental fatigue in older adults. A 2015 study published in the British Medical Journal followed over 1,000 older adults for 5 years. Researchers found that seniors with higher folate intake had significantly lower rates of brain shrinkage and cognitive decline. Those with the lowest folate levels showed the fastest loss in thinking ability. Asparagus is also packed with glutathione, often called the master antioxidant. Glutathione helps neutralize harmful toxins in your brain and retina, especially those generated during oxidative stress. This is crucial during sleep, when your brain enters its natural detox cycle through what's called the glymphatic system, essentially your brain's waste removal service. Glutathione supports that nightly cleaning crew, helping prevent long-term damage that leads to memory loss and vision blur. In a 2022 clinical trial published in Nutrients, boosting glutathione levels in older adults improved working memory and mental clarity within just 8 weeks. Asparagus, with its unique amino acid profile, is one of the few vegetables that actively supports your body's natural glutathione production. But there's more. Asparagus contains vitamins E and K, two nutrients that protect the myelin sheath, the insulation around your nerve fibers. When myelin is damaged by age or inflammation, nerve signals slow down, leading to delayed recall, foggy thinking, and even visual processing issues. By supporting myelin repair and reducing inflammation around neural tissue, asparagus gently nurtures both your brain and optic system, especially when eaten in the evening, right before your body begins its restorative sleep phase. To get the most benefit, steam or roast asparagus lightly for about 4 to 5 minutes. Avoid overcooking as it destroys sensitive B vitamins. A drizzle of olive oil enhances absorption, and a squeeze of lemon helps preserve its antioxidant power. You don't need a mountain of it, just a handful, 5 to 7 spears, with dinner 3 to 5 times a week, gives your nervous system what it needs to rebuild quietly and deeply while you rest. One small note, asparagus may cause a strong urine odor. That's harmless and temporary. It costs about $4 to $5 per week, a small price for nerve repair. Now, let's bring this all together into something you can actually do, because knowledge without action doesn't change anything. Your goal is not to eat all 4 vegetables every single night. That's overwhelming and unnecessary. What matters most is consistency and timing. Getting the right vegetables into your dinner, ideally 2 to 3 hours before sleep when your body is preparing for repair. Here's how I recommend doing it. Start by picking 2 vegetables per evening and rotate them through the week. For example, broccoli with carrots on Monday and Thursday. Beets with asparagus on Tuesday and Friday. Wednesday and Saturday, choose your 2 favorites. And Sunday, take a rest day or just have a light carrot snack. This rotation gives your brain and eyes a variety of nutrients without overloading your system. Keep preparation simple. Light steaming, roasting, or gentle sautéing in olive oil preserves nutrients and makes them easier to digest. You don't need heavy seasoning. A pinch of sea salt, a squeeze of lemon juice, or a sprinkle of garlic is enough. If you're short on time, prepare these vegetables in advance. Cook a batch on Sunday afternoon and store them in glass containers for up to 3 days. Reheat gently before dinner. And if chewing is difficult due to dentures or sensitive teeth, consider blending them into a warm soup. The nutrients stay intact and digestion becomes easier. Here's a simple soup idea. Steam all 4 vegetables together, blend with low-sodium vegetable broth, add a touch of olive oil and black pepper. You've just created a brain and eye repair soup you can sip at night. Don't forget hydration. Water plays a key role in transporting these nutrients to your brain and retina. Drink an 8-ounce glass with dinner and a small 4-ounce glass about an hour before bed. Now, let's talk expectations. In the first 1 to 2 weeks, your digestive system may adjust. You might experience mild bloating or gas. That's normal. By week 3 or 4, many of my patients report feeling more mentally clear and energized. Around 6 to 8 weeks, cognitive improvements become more noticeable. Better recall, sharper focus. By month 3 or 4, vision changes often become apparent, like improved night clarity or less eye strain. But here's the honest truth. Results vary. Not everyone will see the same changes, and that's okay. This isn't a magic cure. It's a scientifically supported strategy to give your body what it needs to repair itself naturally. Make this part of your evening ritual just like brushing your teeth. Feeding your brain and eyes should become a non-negotiable habit. With just a few mindful changes to your plate, you turn each night into a quiet opportunity for healing. You don't need more pills, you need better food and a rhythm that supports your body's natural repair system. In the next part, I'll share what this really means for your life and what it doesn't, because clarity matters more than hype. Before we wrap up, I need to be completely honest with you about what this is and what it isn't. This is not a replacement for your medication. If your doctor prescribed you something for memory, blood pressure, or eye health, keep taking it. These vegetables work alongside medical treatment, not instead of it. This is not a cure for Alzheimer's disease, dementia, or glaucoma. If you have a diagnosed condition, you need professional medical care. What we're talking about here is nutritional support, giving your body the tools to slow decline and support natural repair. This is also not personal medical advice. I don't know your health history, your medications, or your specific situation. Before making any significant dietary changes, especially if you're on blood thinners or blood pressure medication, talk to your doctor. Beets, for example, can lower blood pressure naturally, which is wonderful unless you're already on medication that does the same thing. Now, here's what this is. This is an evidence-based, low-cost, low-risk strategy that complements whatever else you're doing for your health. It's about empowerment through informed choices. It's about taking small, consistent actions that add up over time. Let me tell you what happened with Margaret after 6 months. Remember her? The 76-year-old who couldn't finish a book? Well, she didn't just eat these vegetables. She also started walking 20 minutes a day, drinking more water, and going to bed at the same time each night. And yes, she's better. Not perfect, but better. She reads again. She remembers conversations. Her night vision improved enough that she feels safer driving at dusk. Her advice to you? Start with one thing. Don't try to change everything at once. I started with just carrots for 2 weeks. Then I added broccoli. Small steps. The total weekly cost for all 4 vegetables is about $10 to $14. Compare that to brain or eye supplements, which can run $30 to $60 a month and often have lower absorption rates. Plus, real food doesn't come with the side effects or risks that some supplements do. Here's the reality. Medicare and insurance won't cover your grocery bill, but they will cover the medications, doctor visits, and treatments you might need later if you don't take care of yourself now. Prevention isn't glamorous, but it's powerful. So, yes, these vegetables cost a little money and a little effort, but the return on that investment, clearer thinking, sharper vision, better sleep, more independence, that's priceless. This isn't about perfection. It's about progress. And it starts with one meal, one choice, one vegetable at a time. You've made it this far with me, and that says something important. It says you care, not just about living longer, but about living better. With clarity, with memory, with eyes that still see the details and a mind that still connects the dots. Too often we're told that forgetting names, missing details, and fumbling through mental fog is just part of the deal after 60. That decline is inevitable, and there's nothing you can do about it. But that's not the whole truth. Your brain and your eyes are alive. They're constantly changing, adapting, and rebuilding. And what you feed them tonight, tomorrow, and next week can either speed up the decline or slow it down, maybe even reverse parts of it. Broccoli, carrots, beets, asparagus. Simple foods, ancient, familiar, often overlooked. Yet inside each one is a pharmacy of compounds designed by nature to help you heal while you sleep. Not in big dramatic ways, but quietly, night after night, one cell at a time. Here's the truth that research keeps proving. It is never too late. Not at 60, not at 70, not even at 85. Neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to rewire itself, doesn't stop when you hit a certain age. Your body still wants to fight for you. You just have to give it the tools, and now you have them. So here's what I want you to do this week. Pick just one vegetable. One. Try it 3 times this week with dinner. That's it. Don't overthink it. Don't try to be perfect. Just start. Next week, if that went well, add a second vegetable. By the end of the month, you'll have a simple dinner ritual that supports your brain and eyes every single night. I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me which vegetable you're starting with. Are you team broccoli? Team carrots? Maybe beets or asparagus? Let me know. I rate every comment, and your experience might inspire someone else to start. If this video helped you even a little, click that like button. Share it with a friend or family member who might need this information. And don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health Compass so you never miss what's coming next. We've got more evidence-based health strategies designed specifically for people over 60. Until then, sleep well and let your dinner do the healing. Your brain rebuilt itself today. Feed it well tonight. Before you go, I want to leave you with one final thought. I've been working with seniors for over 20 years now, and I've seen 2 types of people walk through my door. The first group comes in already convinced that aging means losing themselves piece by piece. They've accepted that their best days are behind them. And you know what? For them, it often becomes a self fulfilling prophecy. But then there's the second group. These are the people like Harold and Margaret, the ones who refuse to go down without a fight. They don't expect miracles, but they're willing to do the small things consistently. And I'll tell you something. These are the patients who surprise me year after year. They're the ones still reading, still driving, still remembering their grandchildren's stories. The difference between these two groups isn't genetics. It's not luck. It's not even money. It's mindset and daily choices. Every single meal is a choice. You can feed degeneration or you can feed regeneration. You can reach for processed, empty calories that leave your cells starving, or you can reach for real, whole foods that carry the nutrients your brain and eyes are begging for. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to be consistent. Start small. One vegetable 3 times this week. That's your only goal. Don't worry about next month or next year. Just focus on this week. And remember this, your body is incredibly resilient. Even after decades of less than ideal choices, it still responds to good nutrition. It still wants to heal. It's never given up on you, so don't give up on it. You are not a lost cause. You are not too old. You are not beyond help. You're simply someone who hasn't been given the right information until now. But now you have it. So what are you going to do with it? Are you going to let this video fade into the background like so many others you've watched? Or are you going to take one small step tonight, right now, and put at least one of these vegetables on your dinner plate? The choice, as always, is yours. But I believe in you. And I'm here creating these videos every week because I know that people like you can change their trajectory. I've seen it happen hundreds of times. Make tonight the night you start, not someday, tonight. Thank you for trusting me with your time today. Thank you for caring enough about yourself to watch this all the way through. And thank you for being part of this community of people who refuse to accept decline as inevitable. If you found value here, show me by hitting that like button right now. Subscribe to Senior Health Compass so we can continue this journey together. I've got videos coming on morning routines, hydration strategies, and simple exercises that protect brain health, all designed specifically for people over 60. Drop a comment and tell me, which vegetable are you starting with tonight? I want to know. And check back in a month. Let me know how you're feeling. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to get started themselves. Until next time, I'm Dr. James Porter. Sleep well, eat well, and remember, your brain rebuilt itself today. Now give it what it needs to do it again tomorrow. Take care of yourself. You're worth it.